They said love fades with time. That passion is only for the young. That at a certain age, you must simply settle for memories of what once was. But they were wrong. Meet Clara Mitchell. At 68, she laughs like a girl in love. Her eyes sparkle with joy, and her heart beats with the same excitement she felt at 28. Clara isn't just surviving old age, she's thriving in it. And the secret behind her late-life romance might just change the way you look at aging, love, and yourself. Because this isn't just a story about one woman. It's a revelation about what's truly possible when you refuse to let time dim your fire. 1. She believed love was still possible. According to psychology, the belief that love is only for the young is one of the biggest mental blocks that stops older adults from pursuing romance. Clara chose to reject that narrative. After her husband passed away when she was 60, everyone assumed she'd spend the rest of her life alone. And she almost believed it too, until one quiet afternoon, she caught herself smiling at a stranger at a bookstore. That one moment reminded her that her heart still worked just fine. Love, she realized, wasn't bound by time. It was only bound by belief. Clara allowed herself to believe that her best days weren't behind her. She began to go out, meet people, and most importantly, connect again. She joined a book club, attended gardening workshops, and even created a profile on a senior dating app. What followed wasn't some fairy tale. It was real, raw, and beautifully unexpected. She met Jonathan, a 70-year-old widower with the gentlest eyes and the warmest laugh. They talked, they listened, and slowly, love bloomed again. Clara's belief in the possibility of love became the foundation of her second chance. 2. She made peace with her past. One of the greatest barriers to future love is unresolved pain. According to research, emotional baggage from previous relationships can cloud our ability to open up again. Clara knew this. She spent 2 years after her husband's death journaling, speaking with a therapist, and confronting memories that hurt. There were days when the silence in her house felt unbearable, nights when tears soaked her pillow. But she didn't run from the pain. She faced it. She honored it. And eventually, she released it. Clara understood something many people never do. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means freeing your heart to feel again. When she met Jonathan, she wasn't looking for a replacement. She was ready for a new chapter, fully aware that every love is different. That maturity gave her the power to love with depth, honesty, and freedom. Her past didn't disappear. It became the roots of her growth. 3. She embraced her identity and aging. So many women spend their later years mourning the youth they once had. But Clara chose differently. According to psychology, self-acceptance is one of the strongest predictors of life satisfaction in older adults. Clara looked in the mirror and saw a woman who had lived, cried, danced, and loved. Instead of hiding her wrinkles, she celebrated them. Instead of trying to look younger, she aimed to feel radiant. She wore vibrant dresses, smiled freely, and walked with confidence. Jonathan often told her, "You glow differently because you're at peace with who you are." Clara's secret wasn't magic skincare or a rigid diet. It was radical self-love. She didn't try to become someone else. She became more of herself. And in doing so, she attracted love that wasn't based on appearance or age, but on essence. That's what real romance is about, falling in love with someone's soul, not just their smile. 4. She communicated with courage. Romance at any age requires vulnerability, but in later life, it requires even more honesty. Clara and Jonathan didn't play games. They spoke their truths. According to relationship research, open and courageous communication is the foundation of lasting intimacy. Clara would say, "I'm scared sometimes. I don't want to lose someone again." And Jonathan, instead of pulling away, would respond with gentleness and presence. Their connection grew not in spite of their fears, but because they shared them. Clara learned that expressing feelings, needs, and boundaries wasn't a sign of weakness, it was strength. They talked about everything, from their health to their hopes, their children to their dreams. This level of communication deepened their bond, making their love resilient. It was a love built on emotional bravery, not just butterflies. 5. She prioritized joy and playfulness. Romance isn't just candlelight dinners. It's laughter in the kitchen. It's dancing in pajamas. It's silly jokes, late-night stories, and spontaneous road trips. Clara kept romance alive by staying playful. According to psychologists, Play is essential for emotional connection and well-being at all stages of life. Clara and Jonathan planned many adventures, learned to cook new recipes together, and even tried salsa dancing. They made memories that didn't cost much, but meant everything. Clara once said, "People think you stop having fun after a certain age. I think you start having real fun because you stop caring what people think." That mindset kept their romance vibrant. Playfulness isn't childish. It's life-affirming. It brings oxygen to relationships. Clara's laughter became their soundtrack. 6. She kept choosing love every day. Love isn't a one-time decision. It's a daily choice. Clara understood this deeply. Even after falling in love again, she knew that romance requires nurturing. She chose to be patient, present, and proactive. According to psychology, consistent affection and emotional availability are key to long-term happiness in relationships. Clara wrote love notes, surprised Jonathan with little gifts, and always made time to simply be with him. When he fell ill for a few weeks, she stayed by his side, holding his hand through the hard days. Love, for her, was an action, a practice, a way of life. And because she kept choosing it, even when it wasn't easy, it kept choosing her back. Clara showed us that romance in later life isn't just possible. It can be powerful, passionate, and pure. Clara's story isn't a miracle. It's a mindset, a message, that no matter your age, love can find you if you're open, honest, and willing to believe again. Her secret wasn't in avoiding age. It was in embracing it fully, beautifully, and bravely. So the next time someone says love has an expiration date, tell them about Clara. Tell them love doesn't fade with years, it deepens. And maybe, just maybe, the best love story of your life hasn't even started yet.